Welcome to a new video where I want to show you how to configure Google Photos with Event Gallery. Google changed a lot regarding the process, so it's time for an update. We open developers.google.com, scroll all the way down and open the Google API console. The first thing we need to do is to create a new project. So we click on new project, enter a name like test account 6. Something like this, maybe Event Gallery connector. Then we create the project. It takes some time to finish this. Then we select the project and open it. Now we need to activate the right API. Go to Library, type in Photos, click on the Photos Library API, and now the blue Enable button. Wait for it, and you see the dashboard of that API. Go back to the dashboard of your project. And now we have to configure that project. First, we need to configure the consent screen. So we want to have this available as an external application. So we select that and click on Create. We provide a name for our application. This will show up in the consent dialog later on. We have to specify a support email. We have to say where our application support page is reachable. So we enter the domain here and we enter the top level domain of our website. I use eg.io because I have a local test environment. But usually you enter the domain of your website here. Next, we don't need to select any scopes. So we continue to the next page. The access to this app is restricted, so we have to add the email addresses which we want to use here. So add your Google email address here, click on Add, and then save and continue to go to the last page. We see a summary of the consent dialog configuration. Looks good. Back to the dashboard and to the next step. We need to verify that we are the owners of this domain. So if you didn't do this so far, go to the Google Search Console and verify your domain. Now it's time to add the credentials for Event Gallery. Create credentials or of client ID. We want to use this for a web application. And now comes the important thing. Enter the JavaScript Origins. Make sure you enter HTTPS, www and all the things correctly, otherwise you can't connect to Google Photos. I enter the development environment I have here, eg.io, and localhost if you need that, so you can test this locally. Click on Create, and we have our credentials. The only thing which is left is we have to add the credentials to Joomla. So we open the backend, go to Event Gallery, and we add a Google Photos account. Just hit the New button in the top toolbar, and now we enter a name so we can recognize this later on, and the client ID and the secret we copy from the Google page. So first the client ID, and then we copy the secret, and then we click on Save. Now we have to get the refresh token, so click the blue button to open the consent dialog, select your Google account. If you have a sub account, then select this as well. Now it warns you that this is an unsafe application. It's true, it's not published, it's not verified, but just continue. Allow the access to YouTube and Google Photos. All good. Allow. And that's basically it. You have the refresh token, click on Save, and let's test that. We go to Manage Events, create a new event, and select Google Photos in the drop-down. Select the right account, so it's test account 6, and now we click on the album selector button, and we see that we get the list of albums, and now we are sure that the connection between Google Photos and Event Gallery works. Have fun using it. Bye bye.